Okay, good morning. It is April the 3rd, 2023. Yesterday marked the beginning of Holy Week, where we um, follow the life of Jesus' last days on earth. And, uh, and so this morning I read through a few sections of when Jesus is entering into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, and he is honored and he is praised by people and who are laying their cloaks down and laying their coats down on the road that he is following as he enters into Jerusalem. And they're praising him, and in some cases, many are recognizing that he is the coming king in the line of David. And so it thought a little bit about that. Read this morning in Isaiah, the end of Isaiah 52, and it's the section from Isaiah 52 into 53 where it's called the suffering servant. And it says this in Isaiah 52:13. It says, "See, my servant will act wisely. He will be raised and lifted up and highly exalted. Just as there were many who were appalled at him, his appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, and his form marred beyond human likeness." And it goes on into 53 to talk a lot about Jesus and the suffering servant who would come in the name of the Lord, be afflicted. He would take upon the sins of his people. His life would be poured out as an offering. So a lot of really just incredible language. And this is what it takes me to, and something I've thought about over the years, is when Jesus, if I was hypothetically in that situation in Jerusalem at the time of Jesus, and I was seeing this person coming who had heard done these amazing miracles, where would I have been in the crowd? Would I have been somebody who would have followed Jesus, listened to him? I would have believed and said, "Yeah, he's the king. I want to follow him." Would I have been somebody who temporarily believed or thought he was interesting, and then moved on when I heard other people saying, "Yeah, but he's not a king. He's not doing things that kings do." I mean, kings are supposed to be assuming the throne and taking over and developing clever strategies to militaristically rule and to take over and to take charge. Or would I have been one of those who just outright rejected him because I was, in line with the norm? That was the Pharisees. Or would I have just been indifferent, busy with my own life, busy with taking care of my family? It's all just a guess. I think it's easy for all of us to think that we would have followed Jesus, but I think we need to recognize human nature and our own human tendency to look at the things that are popular, to listen to the things that are that make sense to us, and to kind of go along with the crowd. I think in general that's the way most people are. It's there's a level of risk when you follow something that is not um, the norm, and that you go outside and you say, "I'm gonna I'm gonna follow Jesus, or I'm going to follow God in this circumstances, even though it seems like maybe a little crazy, it may seem odd to the world." And Jesus always talked about that. He said, it's following me is a narrow road, and many want to enter the kingdom, but few actually do, because they turn to human philosophy, or they don't want to take the road that I'm going to go on, which includes suffering. So I think it's just an important thing to think about today. Is Do I continue to have a tendency to following what the world says, or am I going to listen and turn to Jesus in every circumstance and ask Him, "Where are you directing me, Lord? What do you want me to do? What is a new discipline you want to develop in me? What is the new heart that you want to develop in me?" And I think we are wise if we every single day ask God and say, God, I need you to change my mind, change my heart. Um, Help me turn to you. Help me to listen to you and seek your wisdom. And that's a challenge, but I think we realize uh, is that Jesus means the very best for us. He wants the very best for us. And that doesn't mean that our lives are going to just be easy and they're going to work out, but he laid down his life for us. He suffered before us. He gave us the perfect example of being faithful to God, even though it was going to require him to lay down his life. And he said, God, I would love to not suffer, but if it's your will be done. And that's my prayer for myself today, and that's my prayer for you. So have a great day. Love you.